Hey, thanks for checking in on Bathtub Sir and welcome back to Pyre. This episode we're going to do what we didn't have time to last time, and that is Volfred Scribe Trial. So without further ado, we'll jump straight in and talk to Sandra. I'm a little bit worried about this one because I think it's going to be very hard. I am not suited to Volfred's playstyle at all, but maybe we'll get lucky and pass it first time. Anyway, what's Sandra saying? I sense my lovely reader has returned. Then, how may I assist you? We're going to request a Scribe Trial, of course. You need but ask, my reader, and you need but indicate who is to be my student. Of course it's going to be Volley Boy, and he has got our trusted Mooncrest equipped, and that's got us out of many a tight situation, so hopefully it will come through once again. Go on, Volley Boy. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Volfred. That fancy talking sap, you mean? I shall be interested to see if he has learned something since we last sparred like this. Then, let us bring him forth. Oh, so she's aware of him. You would have thought so, seeing as she's part of the Black Wagon, it seems. But, I mean, she doesn't exactly have much revere for him, does she? I thought they may be old friends. Anyway, soon, Volfred appears in heed of the summons. So, it is my turn, then, is it? Then, let us see what we can do, my boy. Get in there, Volley Boy. Oh, so tactics, we gotta think. Powerful defensive abilities in the Rites, but cannot cast their auras or jump like other races. No, he's quite a big lumbering fool, almost. We'll have to put out the sap straight away. Hopefully we're not against, like, quick enemies, because I think they'll just run rings around us. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, sap. You answer to me here. As you will, oh Sandra the Unseeing. Proper as ever, then. Though, I wonder if you have the weather... Wait. I wonder if you have the wherewithal that you project. What the hell's wherewithal? I've never heard of that word. It sounds awesome to say that. Show me, then, what you can do without the benefit of those whom you would lead. And let us see if you and your lovely reader have reached a thorough understanding as of yet. I've got to be honest, I'm not sure we have. I don't really understand him at all. Okay, but it's a varied team. Let's sap it out. Get in there. Yes. No? Yes? What's going on? Oh god, I can't remember how to play as this dude. Okay, we dodged it somehow. Oh, that's another sap. Okay, I've shielded myself. Oh, I've dropped it. But we mooncrested. Oh, we mooncrested again? I have no idea what we're doing here. This is going to be really bad. Why can't we kill him? I don't know what happened there. So there's my little sap there. And we can shield. Oh, it works that time. Oh god, that didn't work at all though. Quick, quick, respawn. Oh, I don't know how that works either, but okay, this is our chance. Oh no, we hit the walls. This is so dire. Get in there. Oh my god. 25. Right, it's better than theirs. This really is going to be so hard. Cool. So we just need to sort of stand our ground, maybe? Okay, I'm liking this. Nope, I didn't like that though. Done so well. Go! Oh my god, that's a quick Joe drill. Or demon, rather. We didn't get mooncrested. Nice, that worked. Oh crap. Come on, sprout. Oh, so I don't think we can sprout it in their aura. Otherwise it just won't work. We're so lost. Get in there, Volley Boy. Go! Oh thank god. Right, one more. We need this. Maybe I finally figured out how to play it. Although I wouldn't get your hopes up. Right, so we've made a really big area there. Don't know how we take out... Nope, that didn't work. Yes, that did though. Okay, let's walk into you. Yes, that's what we wanted. Oh my god. This is bad. Go! Oh, so close. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Come on. Nice. Go, go, go. Come on, Volfred, quick. I think we've done it. I think... Oh, God. Damn it, Volfred. That was so bad. Dodge, dodge. Nice. Oh my god. We're doing so much better. But it's impossible to get this last goal as of yet. We need to stay diligent. I think we can do it. I pray we can do it. Come on, take... Yes. Okay, we've done it. See you later. Oh, don't get too cocky. Oh, thank God I got too cocky. But we won. It was easy. I barely even tried. I wasn't worried for like a single second of that. Well done, Voldy boy. There's hope for you yet, it seems, old Bark. I am grateful for the privilege of your time, good Sandra. Flattery shall never get you anywhere with me, Sap. Nonetheless, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you, and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. See you, Sandra. I think that might be the last time we speak, because we've got no new party members, and it doesn't look like we'll be getting any. We're losing more than we're gaining, for sure. But at least we've done them all, and I'm happy with that. It was a bit touch and go, but I mean, we was fine. I had not seen that Sandra in some time. She has not changed a bit. But it would seem she left something for us, did she? Yes, we got Lou's Bo? Bo? Bah? I don't know what that means. B-O-U-G-H. We got Lubo. Volfred's blink ability transports him farther than usual, plus 50%. Okay, so you can blink further. I suppose we'll take it. Could be handy. And let's pop it in here. There we go, Lou. Get in there. Nice, so everyone's got unique talismans. So now we can move on to our Scribe Trial, I guess, and seek the Nomad Scribe's favour. This is Volfred as well, isn't it? Having completed the post-flight inspection, you and Volfred visit the monument of Golgothafian here in Emperor's Fall. Oralek, was this somehow your doing? You who cursed the scribes and the stars themselves? I pray for you this time, and if the scribes will for the rites to be ended, then we shall have to work with that. No setback shall be insurmountable. Soon he is finished paying his respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Golgothafian has showed you favour. You soon shall ascend the mountain, though there is time now to pursue your vocations. Awesome, +2 hope, and we shall personally mentor Volfred, I think. Imagine we might even be able to send him back. Where is he? Yeah, I think we might be, you know. How much for the next level? Only 800. Let's do it. But I think we're going to do Rookie. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But maybe Volfred next time. You illustrate to Volfred some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Well, that's good to know. He's not all-knowing, it seems. Long did I bide my time in anticipation that, one day, the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it, myself, it nourishes the spirit. Good for you, buddy. And we can pick a mastery. While Volfred and his allies are banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. Oh god, but they can still run, couldn't they? Or at least walk it in. After casting Sprout, Volfred may remotely detonate his sapling in an aura burst. I quite like the setup at the moment. I mean, it's just one more thing to think about if we're going to do remote detonation. Once per rite, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his pyre, it is restored by 10 instead. Okay, let's give that a go. I don't quite know what it means. But why not? We should try out these different abilities. Just so. I must say, my boy, your understanding of the rites is more than I expected. Thank you, I think, for that rather patronising compliment. But let's continue our journey. I'm excited. Because we'll probably be saying goodbye to Rookie this time. Temple Assistant, I don't want to speak to Bertrude particularly. Tizzo, he shall gain favour. Are we going to use Tizzo? I think we'll definitely go for Rookie, probably Faye, and either Volfred or Bertrude. Seeing as Bertrude's here, we may as well take it, I guess. God, I mean, although she's got a lovely voice, it does rasp the throat a little bit. Let's get to it. Well, we went a very weird way there. Have we made it? That's Sir Gilman as well, just saw a statue of him. Anyway, on the route to the mountaintop, you pass by a monument to Under King Orez, and Bertrude happens to take notice. And it must be Orez. Ye ancient gods, who flit among the stars, grant thy boon on Sandalwood, if one is to be granted, for he shall put it to good use. He seems to still believe in ye, to some extent at least. Thus shall we do the same, for now, and honour thy traditions. Soon she is finished paying her respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Oris has shown her favour. Oh, she wanted Volfred to get the favour. Excuse me, Mr. Oris, God, sir. Anyway, Bertrand's still got plus 3 glory. It'll do. Journey onward. I can't remember who we're facing. Is it the witches? I've got a feeling it might be. So maybe it will be good to put Bertrand in there. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone where stands the gate guardian. Ah, Celeste. Long time no see. Greetings to you, Celeste. I see the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The gate guardian laughs at this, softly, for some reason. And you, Tarek, do you accept their will as well? But the lone minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you come forth and state what it is you seek while crossing the Scribe's Gate. One by one the Nightwings declare themselves. You all pass through as before. When Volfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. You, I see you wear the raiments once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. While I do not know exactly why, I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives, and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now, and believes his triumvirate to be the true Nightwings. I remember well the contemporary whom you mean. Then the Nightwings stand divided. Yes, and so I wear the raiments once again, in case that it may help to right this wrong. For I and Volfred Sandalwood, and I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She considers Volfred's words for a moment. I see. Then move along. Oh, we made it through. Good job, Volfred. The guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Celeste? What is it, Tarek? The will of the scribes. Long have we both followed it. I think you would agree. In equal measure has it drawn us close as separated us. But if their aim now is to keep us apart, for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. You blaspheme, Tarek, and at the gate no less. But the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. Then, may the scribes themselves admonish me. Until tomorrow night, Celeste. He's cool as a cucumber. Nothing phases old Tarek, does it? I like him. I hope he gets to come with us. It'd be awesome if he got to take part in the rites. Although I really don't think that's his role in this grand adventure. He's just there to play songs and look cool. Having reached the peak of Mount Alodial again, you see the vastness of the downside all around you. It leaves you deep in thought regarding which of your companions ought to go free this night, as Pamitha did the last time. It's got to be Rookie, I'm pretty sure. Rookie boy. Oh, Volfred again. Hey dude. Volfred looks up at you as you approach and smiles. I never thought that I would say such things, my boy, but it is good to wear the raiments in the rites once more. The march of time does have a way of healing certain hurts. Besides, the Nightwings of today, we are a very different beast than the triumvirate which took me in almost a decade ago. Ours was a triumvirate of exactly 3, well, 4 with Tizza, who proved to be an exception, though, historically, the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. I have mentioned my predecessor, Brighton, and my former companions, Arissa and Aurelek. Perhaps naively, I had hoped my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we now attempt. But, seeing as our stories are now intertwined, do let me know if there's more you wish to learn of them. I mean, there actually really is. Let's hear about Brighton, the leader of the bunch. You inquire about Brighton, who you understand was liberated prior to when Volfred first joined the Nightwings. I never met Brighton in person, but I know him rather well by now, though for that matter, my boy, so do you. He studies your reaction for a moment, then... Brighton was born wealthy, but not special otherwise. You would have no reason to have heard of him. He was exiled for negligent misconduct. I do not know exactly why, and do not care for spreading rumours. I first heard of him through Arissa, and oh my god, Volfred, you're making my voice disappear, and Aurelek, who found in me a suitable replacement following his liberation. They spoke little of him, Aurelek gave the impression they did not see eye to eye, but he assured me I would soon hear from him myself. Indeed, as I became accustomed to the book which you know well by now, I soon began to hear the voice. No way, that can't be Brighton. The voice who conducts the rites, it makes no sense. How? I don't get it. Volfred looks at you as if to see if you yet take his meaning. You see, my boy, after Brighton's liberation, he assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth, and a new responsibility to the Triumvirate which liberated him. That voice you hear from time to time, whensoever the stars align, it's his. He is no longer Brighton. He is now none other than the Archjustice Androbolas, that Roman numeral himself. No way, he's the big dog, the grand judge and figurehead under whose watch the Commonwealth is governed in this day. He's the leader of the Commonwealth, basically. Well, at least the law. Wow. And he does all the sentencing by the appointed Archjustice. So everyone who's been here, like underneath 10 years, because that's how long Volfred's been here, he's the one who sentenced them, right? Would I be right in saying that? I don't know, but it's Brighton. Liberated exiles retain certain burdens to their old triumvirates. They have much to thank them for. Not just their freedom, but their exalted status in the Commonwealth. The theocratic rulers of the Commonwealth, they do not wear masks and raiments simply for the sake of ceremony. They are not who they appear to be. Their public pasts are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they once were exiles too. Brighton, that voice. He has no love for either one of us by now. He knows full well what we attempt to do, yet he is bound by the traditions of the rites. He shall always stand on ceremony and complain, but I think he knows, deep down, that he is powerless. How ironic that one of such high status in the Commonwealth should be so frightened of some long-forgotten exiles such as we. Anyway, that's Brighton for you. He must have seen in you the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. If that's a path he'd wanted to pursue, I should apologise. Now, then, whom else should we talk about? Wow, that was quite the revelation. I was not expecting that about old Brighton. So how about Arissa? She's super dead now, right? You ask about Arissa, who you understand betrayed Aurelek at the moment of his liberation, but then perished in the Shimmer Pool. I'm afraid you know the brunt of it, my boy. But I suppose you ought to know something of Arissa's past, lest you be quick to judge her solely by her actions. Mind you, I would never make excuses for the terrible choice she ultimately made, but her life, I understand, was very difficult. Arissa had been exiled for the foulest of acts. You could see it plainly branded on her face. Such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. She was an apprentice blacksmith in her youth, taking up the post left by her brother. He had fallen in battle on the blood border, despite wielding their father's own lance and armour. Her father never quite recovered after this, and had grown cruel and detached. It was Arissa who took the brunt of his fury. He expected the impossible of her. One day, it was all too much for her, so when next he lashed out at her, she struck back. She struck back again and again and again. When they came for her father was gone, and she was not herself. She was promptly cast into the downside for the crime, where her hatred for the Commonwealth only grew. Arissa always was intense in her demeanour, haunted by her father's memory. More than that, her chief motive for wanting back her freedom was, in hindsight, not a healthy one. She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the highwing remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defences of the Commonwealth and forever end our feud. What she ultimately did to Aurelek, it was an act of pure and faultless desperation. I do not think that it was simply evil, nor do I think that it was personal. I often wondered, though, if, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, she understood what she had done, and the depths to which she had fallen. For years, I must admit, I hated her, but now, my only hope is that she found a peace untenable during her relatively short life in the downside and the Commonwealth. Furthermore, I hope the life of Arissa offers some perspective yet to those of us who have not yet made the same mistakes. Now then, was there something else? Wow, that really is tragic about Arissa, so a terrible, terrible life back up on the Commonwealth, only made worse. Well, maybe not totally worse by coming to the downside. Good thing she didn't join the highwing people though, otherwise it could have been trouble for us. Anyway, we'll finally ask about Aurelek and see how this weird triumvirate sort of rounds off. You ask about what Aurelek was like when he and Volfred first became acquainted. Volfred remained silent for some time. I was very, very sick, you know, when I first landed in the downside. The long trip down the river must have been a little much for me. It was Aurelek who found me. He could not have known of my capacity to read before he revived me. He was a physician, intolerant of the sight of suffering of any kind. Not just any physician, mind you, a gifted, highly decorated one. He served on the front. Back then, skirmishes erupted frequently, and those such as Aurelek, they had to deal with many casualties on either side. In time, he said he grew repulsed by what he saw. This sowed in his heart a yearning for an end to all the bloodshed. So, he tried to use his status to negotiate a treaty with the High Wing remnants. It must have gone about how you'd expect. He was given direct orders to return to the front, but when he refused to soil his hands again, they cast him to the downside. Here, he gained the notice of the Nightwings, and before long, he grew to be one of the finest Rite conductors anyone had ever seen. He was instrumental in the liberation of his companions, whose roles in the triumvirate were later filled by Arissa and me. In time, Aurelek's own opportunity for freedom had come up. He longed for it, so that, with his exalted status, he might stand a better chance of negotiating peace. However, on the evening of his liberation, well, you know the story from that point. Unfortunately we do. Very bad, and now he's bitter to all hell and he blames Volfred. Volfred breathes a heavy sigh. He and I were a kindred spirits for a while. I could not bear to think that he was gone, and now I still cannot entirely believe that he is back. He is our adversary now, transformed, grown cold. Still, part of me is happy that he lives. Make no mistake, of course, I shall not be swayed against our plan, not by Aurelek or anyone. As I have said before, we share a higher calling now. As for Aurelek, he wants his freedom. Still, although I wonder if he still remembers why. Anyway, was there something else, my boy? There actually wasn't, but that was really interesting, Volfred. I appreciate that. Learning all about his old crew. I mean, can we even be certain that Arissa's dead? You bid Volfred a good afternoon and leave him with his memories. My pleasure, reader. Reflecting on the past from time to time helps demonstrate how far we've come, yet how much farther we have to go. Okay, very poignant. Let's get out of here, I guess, and move on. Commence the liberation rite. I'm excited, very excited. I wonder if this is the last one. I really hope not. Once more you've gained... oh my god. Once more you've gained the Ford of Solium, where one among you may go free. But first you shall have to prevail against the Pyre Hearts. Oh no, isn't that the, yeah, the Worm Knights. Sir Gilman's crew. Sir Gilman's true crew? I don't know. In the liberation rite. Reader, your companions are gathered there, under the fall. They shall be counted on you. Indeed. As the cycle of the rites turns ever faster, so, too, is our plan set in motion. My agents in the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of a stir out there, and word has reached high places that the rites are ending. This is our chance, though let us not despair should victory elude us here. We shall make the most of whatever the scribes may have in store for us. That is to say, good luck, my boy. It's time. Cool. Oh, I'm pumped. Very pumped. I wonder if Brighton will speak to us. Look at this. We've filled up the sky with all these extra hard constellations. Dullness the locket, your adversary's pyres will recover up to 5 each time they douse your pyre. No, we won't do that. I'm too scared to do any of these, I really am. I sound like such a wimp, but I can't risk us not winning. I have to win. I'm scared. I think we can beat these guys, although I don't think Volfred's going to be in the team. I don't think he'll do well against the Worm Knights, I'll be honest. Through a wondrous miracle there lies upon the highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not towards the sea, but to something.
The Nightwings gain the summit of the sacred Mount Aladiel to conduct the liberation rite, even as the stars themselves abandon you.
What a cheery fall.
Make good upon these final opportunities, reader.
But not the final one,
this
though.
Glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch. I trust the Pyre Hearts, your adversaries, shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free. should they unfortunately fail.
Oh god, here we are again. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the pyre hearts, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. It's gonna be the stuttery one with the green seaweed hair, right? Yeah, Sir Deluge, that's it. His name escapes me there. Tentatively slithers forward and starts to struggle with his mask. This knight is called Sir Deluge. He is among the most decorated knights of the Sea Dominion, having survived many, many battles. Record well these proceedings, for his valor shall soon become the stuff of legend, and probably some of your songs. Is it not so that you have fled from every battle in which you were expected to fight, Sir Deluge? Oh my god, Celeste! With the burn, Jesus, are you going to be alright? I didn't know Sir Deluge could be set on flames, being that he spends most of his time in water, but that has got to hurt. Or have our messengers all been misled in this? Lies! Spread, no doubt, by the detestable Nightwings. Their treachery is such that they dared steal one of our own triumvirate. It is for the triumvirates to decide who shall stand with them. If one of your pyre hearts was taken in by the Nightwings, then ask yourself why your companion would have left. This knight knows full well, because not all who hail from the Sea Dominion seem to know the meaning of honour. Now, Nightwings, for the grave injury which you have caused the pyre hearts, we hereby challenge you. Know that this knight would strongly prefer a tradition duel to the death. Such a shame that bloodshed is against the rules. He somehow puts his mask back on. Pyre hearts, protect your liege at all costs. His liberty depends upon it, and if this knight is not getting out of here, then neither are you. What a selfish arse. You damn fish. Nightwings, your decision. On whose behalf shall you conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I would ask you to choose wisely, but I'm sure you know no other way. And you, prepare the song, Tarek. Of course, Celeste. Oh god, here it is. Who are we gonna pick?
Who do you intend to liberate?
For perhaps the last time, who are we gonna liberate? Oh, I think it's gonna be Rookie, but it could be... Oh, it can't be Volfred, he's unworthy. So maybe that settles it for us. I think we'll go for Rookie. I'm not 100% sure. We've got to leave it there though, we can't go any further, otherwise it'd be too much. So if you enjoyed this episode of Pyre, please go ahead and leave a like, it helps out a great deal, and I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more, we're going to do our liberation rite, perhaps the very last one, and we're probably going to pick Rookie, but I can't promise anything. Go ahead and subscribe and I'll bring that to you. If you've got any comments you want to raise, what do you think of my choice? Should I go with Rookie? Should I change my mind? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure I get back to you. Alright? See you!